VC. So again na, di ba, mao ni siya si unsa ni siya, this is the VC or the shear strength induced by your concrete, and then this one here is your VS. So enclosed na dapat si 0.7 si VC and VS ni 0.75. So when you type that in your calculator, you will obtain 290.23, and that is our final answer for this first question, which is 290.23. Nasabtan, guys? A reaction sa daw if nasabtan. So nasabtan, no? Okay. Nasabtan. Sige, na ipipila nakasabot ang uban tingali ni wala kasabot. Sige lang. Balik-balikan lang ni glantaw ang video, guys. Antod sa makasabot mo. Next. Next question is to develop a shear strength. Oy, baliktad na sad ta ni, shear strength na pod ang given. We are to find the spacing of the 16 mm. So dili na 10 mm ato ang stirrups diameter. And consisting of 3 legs. So goods ra daay nga 3 legs gyapon. So baliktad na pud ta kung kaganiya, it's working inside going outside, it's outside going inside na pod. Ha? That is when you expand, maura gyapon ni siya nga equation, guys. That's VU. Nganong na e to the power, e times 3 here, it denotes that is times 10 times 1,000 rather. Ha? That is times 1,000. 375 375,000, 100,000. Basta 375,000. Oh, 375,000. That is E3. And gikan si 0.75, gitranspose lang nako si strength reduction factor sa ilalim ni VU, guys. Muna siya. And you expand that 0.17, 27.5, similar lang yapon siya. B 350 and 375 plus 3 legs diba gyapon, that is 3 legs multiplied by pi over 4 times. Now it's now 16 here because ana sa problem 16 na daw ang gamiton. And then 275 times 375, and the unknown here is the S, which is akong green, and if you shift solve that, you will obtain to an answer of 162.41 mm. Na, ma'am, nganong imong gi-round down si S, ma'am, nga 162.41, nilapas man siya. So guys, this is something that I really want you to understand. Basta gani mga spacing, guys, spacing gani ang hisgutan, always gina siya, guys, rank down. Round down, round off yun na, round off siya. O round off siya, dili siya inana, dili na siya guys, sa kanang mas dool mas safe, no, dili siya inana, guys. Ang mechanism ani is that ang S nimo basta spacing gani ang isgutan, always ra gyud ka na dapat round down, dili ka pwede mo round up, because if mo round up ka ana, example una nimo ba, ang spacing nimo is this one lang, pero since nagbutang gi-round up nimo, ang nahitabo nimo nga spacing, nahitabo na siya, naabot na siya diri. So naa na lugar diri located ang imong unsa tawag ni reinforcement, tapos nag-increase pag yung ka, di if imong una-unaon same amount of spacing, nilapas na siya sa imuhang allowed nga cross section sa beam width. So basically, guys, ang imurog yung last resort nga mabuhat dapat sa spacing, dapat round down. Pero this is in opposite to capacity. Basta gani hisgutan mga capacity, mga area, and the diameter, always you ga round up. Round up na po na siya mga capacity, mga area, round up yun na kaana, because ang logic ana, basta gani, let's say magkadako ang cross section sa imuhang reinforcement, syempre magkalig-on. So minimum gani siya gi-require. So if you calculated 28.22, so let's say 25.22 na lang, 25.22. So dili ka pwede nga 25 na lang pinakadool, dili pwede na siya, because mao gani siya ang giset nga requirement, di ba? 25.22 dobi kay dili pud ta makaingon nga kung ansay mas dool mas safe, dili ta kaingon ana, basta ang atong gisgutan, guys, is area, because if 25.22 ang iyahang supposed to be minimum, dili siya pwede mo ubos ana. So that means nga ang pinakadool nga reinforcement nga pwede nimo ma-use is 28, miskan pag dako na kay siya ambak, pero basta gani ang logic ana, basta gani area, basta gani capacity, round up gyud na always, di na pwede round down. Pero pag gani spacing, round down na siya. So unta masabtan ninyo, kay example imong gi-answer diri is butang nato ani nga time may gani kay wala na nakabutang sa choices, what if 160 tapos nagbutang pud ka og 170, so what if na 170, so nilapas na siya. So mo na siya ang logic ana nga basta gani spacing round down gyud na siya. Two legs. So if inyong na-notice na two legs na pud siya because it was stated in the problem. Unsa ganito basta two legs mo ni siya it's in the manner of U shape no. Mo gani siyang U guys because it's two legs. So ang diameter na pud daw sa stirrups nga gamiton is 10 mm. So now based on NSCP, natay ginatawag nga minimum area of your shear reinforcement and it has this formula of 0.35 multiplied by the base or your width multiplied by the spacing over your FYT which is your yield strength of your stirrups. And if imo na siyang i-transpose isolating the S here in order for you to get the maximum spacing, the S max, this will look like this. So that is just the AV mean, the AV gi-transfer sa FYT sa taas, no, gipasaka. And then si 0.35 na ubos, na denominator na siya as well as your B. Divide na siya. So this is now your derived formula in getting S max, your maximum spacing. Pero if it's hefty for you, nga medyo hasulan na ka na, you can actually shift solve automatically using just this equation. So it's just for visualization nga mabaw-an ninyo nga mao din siya ang equation for your maximum spacing for stirrups guys. Now, if you plug that in with the equation with an equation or values nga naa sa problem, that is now AV, di ba unsa ganitong AV, that is the area of your shear reinforcement or your stirrups. Anong 2 na lang ni siya, giblue dyan akong 2 because 2 na lang ni sila. Oh, it's 1 and it's just 2. So again, pi over 4, that's the area of a circle times 10 squared, which is the diameter of your stirrups, multiplied by the yield strength of your stirrups over the 0.35, constant na siya. And then the B is your beam or your base, or beam width rather, and you will obtain to an answer of 352.62. And if you will notice once again guys, no, round down ta, kay again dili ta pwede mo exceed ana kay maximum spacing na gali mo na nay kinutuban. So round down jud ka, round down. That is now 350 and that is letter D. Okay? Na sabtan guys. Did you really understand this? Medyo taas itong discussion aning first problem for unsa tawag ani? Shear kay mo pa ni ang first nga shear. In the latter part medyo dali na ninyo masabtan kay na-explain naman ang concept. Guys, can you send me a reaction if naminaw pa mo and if nasabtan to nga explanation? Guys, okay? No, so medyo I know sa mga fast learner guys medyo kasabot na mo na pero I'm actually explaining it to the point of view of others nga kato pa jung wala pa jud kasabot unsa jud ay concept behind this shear unsaon siya pag-atake ha unta masabtan ninyo. Okay, nganong slow ta mag-discuss. Okay, shear gyapon ni siya nga problem guys. So again, this is still the same no, same concept, same process flow, depende na lang kung unsa gipangayo diri sa problem. Pero same concept ra gyapon ni siya guys. Ayaw kabalaka if na lahi na pug itsura ana but the same thing process, trust the process lang yun. So the given following data of the beam is shown, reflected siya and ako na lang diretso 600 para makita si height niya no. That is just now 600. And naatay mga given tension, steel reinforcement, compression, and naatay effective cover to centroid bars which is 75. Naatay FC prime 34 F415 for its main reinforcement ng yield strength, and then your stirrups, and then the 0.75. Now, we are ought to determine the shear strength provided by the concrete. Go back. Unsa na siya guys? Unsa na siya? Sige, tagay ko be. Tagaan tabog option, is it VU, VN, VC, VS? Sige, ingon daw mo sa chat box guys. Unsa ang ginapapangita diri? VU, VN, VC, VS. VC, correct. So dali ra kay siya. VC day ni siya provided by the concrete. How about the second question nga gipangita shear strength provided by the ties? Sige, same options. VU, VN, VC, VS. Unsa naman po nang gipangita ana guys? That is now VS. Correct no si kinsa na sila Jed, sila Jean, sila Nolan, sila ra ang naminaw. Sige lang. Kaya Siya i-type tingnan ng uban, okay ra. And lastly, unsay gipangita diri, if the beam is to be designed a shear force which follows required beam required depth, so dili later na lang na. So again, no, ang gipapangita for the first question is just VC. And then the second question asked us to solve for the VS. So pagkasayo na raday ani nga problem, guys. So unsa ganito flow process ana? VU, VVN, tapos ang next ana is VU is equals to phi multiplied by its VC plus VS. So if imong i-break down si VC o si VC is 0.17 square root of FC prime BD, tapos si VS is just AV FYT D over S. So for part A di ay kanira day nga equation ang gamiton sa part A. Ay sorry, wala labot. Kanira day nga equation. Mo na siya si part A and mao ni siya si part B. So ina na lang din siya kasayan. This is part A. And this is part B. Nakita? So now, let's try to solve that. It's just 0.17 square root of 34. Kay given sa problem, 375. Now, D. How did we obtain 525, the value of D? Diba, if you would notice, the given heights here should be 105 and 495. For simplicity, ako na siyang 600. And 600, diba, since effective depth if design is defined as the distance from your extreme compression fiber going to the centroid of your tension steel reinforcement. So in order for you to obtain the effective depth, guys, effective depth, all you have to do is just to minus 600 with 75, which is the effective cover of centroid bars. Kibali si 75, mao din ni siya nga height, guys. Mao din ni si 75. 7 and 5. So, if you would check this illustration, 600 minus 75, mao na ni sa effective depth, which is 5 to 5. Okay? And all you have to do is just to, calculate that. It's now 195.15. So, may grabe ra di ka sa yun nga problem, ma'am. So, sayon siya if nakasabot ta sa concept and nakabulot ta sa formula and unsaon pag-atake. Daw big wala ta kasabot atong gidiscuss nato kaganiya. So I hope I am expecting nga kaning 100 people minus 3 ako boba og duha ka account nako tolo 97 people of you here. I hope that the next time you encountered shear, dapat your inner self would really upload nganong mag-upload man mo because shear problems are super sayon ra siya. So if makakita gani mog share nga dili gid mo mahadlok and malipay jud mo makakita mog share kay mura na siya nahimong bonus because sayon ra gid guys si share. Ha? So inana na siya dapat na mindset ninyo guys. So for part B na pod. Again, this is just the equation that we will be using because in this problem ang ipa-calculate is 12 mm diameter for your ties and then ang iyang spacing center to center or OC is 100. So all you have to do is just 3 legs gyapon siya nganong nakaingko 3 legs because gatag man sa problem 3 legs gyapon wa man siya ni mention nga ni 2 legs, ni 4 legs, wa man siya ni ingon ana. So 3 legs ra gyapon. Although sa problem gi-state na nga not ang gamiton nga value for ties here is 12. And then 275 the FYT and then 525 the effective depth. And then your S here should be 100 which is given in the problem guys because ang spacing daw sa imong ties is 100. So that is now, if you calculate that is 489.85 rather, and that is letter D in this problem. No, na kay 2 points niya inanara ka mo bu imong gisolve guys. So grabe. So bonus na lang gid baka kita mog share guys. Now, let's try to solve this third problem. Baliktad na ta. Kung kagani, it's working inside, going outside, karon, it's working outside na pod going inside because in this problem, given na pod si shear force. If the beam is to be designed daw nga shear force, which tells us, guys, that the value 455 is VU de ay, no? That is VU, which of the following gives the required width, which is, unsaning width, your B here, mo ni siya. B of the beam using the 10 mm na pod ang imong gigamit nga diameter sa ties and ang spacing na pod niya guys is 90. So it's working out working your way in. Ana di siya. So that is 455 times 10 times 1000 or E3 First, dali ra i-type kay kapon na type times 0, 0 dagan kay 0. Then divide that with 0.75. The 0.75 is the strength reduction factor transpose na ako guys. No, that should be divided para ma-cancel sa strength reduction factor here. And plug in the equation for the VC. That is 0.17 square root of 34. Now, your unknown is B, your base or your width, moong ginapapangita, and still same ra siya depth. Plus, napod sa equation sa imong VS, no, VS is AV FYTD over S. That is still 3 legs, no, wala pang paggiingon sa problem nga gi-change siya legs. And then, now, but then, ang imong gigamit nga diameter should be 10 mm na because it's stated in the third problem. And then FYT 275 and D is, let's say, effective depth, and you will divide that with the S or the spacing on centers of your ties given in this third problem, which would be 90. And if you shift solve that, no, you would notice it's 439. Now, Dobe, 439, although mas medyo, kung buo to na noon 21, mas dool 20 kapin, mas dool dyan si 450. Pero sayop yun nga concept guys sa kung unsay pinakadool mo na answer sayop gyud. You really have to understand basta gani mga spacing round down and mga cross section, mga width and everything that should be rounded up. So 49.45, since this is width, minimum width guys, this should be round up, no? And that should be 450, which is letter B in this problem. No. Okay? Nakita ninyo sabtan? Sayon-sayon na siya, no? Kaya nasabta naman ninyo ang concept, guys. So, reaction na sad. If namati, reaction na sad. Kay, okay? No, so, I hope nga next time maka-encounter mong cheer, dapat happy jud kayo mo kay sayon ra kayo. Ha? Now, I think, last problem na ni siya share. If you would look at the statistics, guys, this, murag dumbfounded yun na din. Kaya murag nag-goal jud tas like it. If lantawon ninyo, guys, it's just 14,720 ang nakakorek kani. Sure ko chamba nga nung ni daghan lugar ni diri. Nya giun sa lugar. Imagine mas taas pa sila gi-solve nga calcu. I mean mas taas pa sila gi-type nga mga equation here compared sa A o B nganong mas daghan pa man ang nakasakto sa letter sa ikatulong nga question kaysa sa first two questions kay masayon pamunta ang first two. Most probably chamba ra gyud ang naka-check dira sa 81. Mo gina tong interpretation ni nga tong statistics. So again ha, og napabilang kayo sa top lucky person nga 20 nga mga naka-chamba. So lucky for you, pero please do not rely your luck. Do not rely your results next time with luck, ha? Analyze the problems really well. So as well as here, no, wala apel pa jud ani ang mga nakachamba, no? If we manotice gini mo no, mas dako man si 81. I mean si problem 81 nga mas daghan pa manunta ka gi-input sa imong calcu. Syempre application gud diri. Kani pud isa application ana. Mo mag-wonder jud ka ikaw bang nagchamba-chamba ra gining uban. So again no, dali morning kinahanglan nato ang statistics kay para masabtan nato ang behavior sa mga estudyante nga ang in reality di ay gamay ra gyud ani ang nakasabot or gamay ra gyud ang kabalo mo solve ani nga problem. So if nakabalo mo solve ani, I'm so proud of you and I'm so impressed by you, no. Pero again ha, dili nato i-rely og CDAB maximum value kabalo nako. Dili da. Lagi kabalo na lagi ko ano. Nga naman kay nakabalo at ang uban ani nga idea ba nga kanang pag wala na gani kay answer, cancel highest 550, cancel lowest 400. So mamili na lang ka og A og B. Di ba? Mo nang daghan tingali nang nasayop. Mo tingali nang nahitabo sa uban nganong daghan nang nasayop, no? So inana dili na siya applicable guys ha. Ayun dyan mo pag inana. Sige. Last na gyud sa share. Anong gi-specify gid kaganyan nato si share kay para gid masabtan nato ni si share kay dili gini nato dapat likayan si share kay dapat i-embrace gid nato ni with open arms si share. So guys, if you would notice natay correction sa ato ang longitudinal number of longitudinal bars kay it's supposed to be 16 pieces pero dili ra pud kay siya para nako big deal because the figure is already given. If imo puning ihapon 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 and 16 good pod. So retain ra man gyapon ang value nga 28 here. Pero again, no, I still highlighted that it's supposed to be 16. Pero given man pod ang figure, so you can still solve this problem without any problem. So makita ninyo nga dili ma-solve siya So if tan-aw din mo sa cross section ay naaday siya reinforcement nga 16 instead of what is given dito nga error. Okay? Now, if this is the figure, we are to being asked, guys, naatay cross section nga 600 by 600, naatay 12 mm nga tie, space at 100, naatay yield strength sa imong main reinforcement, FYT, FYH, same ra na sila, then 28, shear stress, allowable concrete shear stress, that is 0.17 square root of FC, and then concrete cover of ties, then naatay values here, nga strength reduction factors. The first question is telling us to solve for the design actual strength. So again, 'di ba? Unsa di pasabot sa design, that is PU, your ultimate actual, 'di ba? And that is phi, P and so on. So nata equation na guys. Mao ni siya to ang equation no for simplicity kay para dili na ko mahasol og sulat. So for you to understand this, no, let me walk you through to this. So ay na maglantaw ana, dagan na siya expound, pero this is the general formula to that is PU. That is if it is 0.85 FC prime, AG is the gross area of your concrete, and then AST is the what? Area of your steel reinforcement, and FY is the yield strength, and AST is still the same. Now, unsa di ba natay duwa ka shapes sa columns, guys, di ba? You know that a column could be square and a column could be circle. So, a terminology for a square column is called tied column, And the terminology for a circular column is called spiral. Mo ni siya spirally reinforced. If you notice, no, if imong lantawon, typical mga balay kanang mga 1 to 2 to 3 stories houses and everything. Ang iyang column ana, guys, ang design ana is just tied column ra siya. Pero if you would compare it to high-rise buildings such as SM, Building 42 and 43, tan-awa ganin makadto mo USTP balik, lingin gyud ang iyahang columns. This is according to studies, mas lig-on daw si spiral column in terms of resisting earthquake. So mao na siya. Pero let's go back to this, no? Nang gi-explain ako kay para makasabot ang uban nga naday duha ka klase sa columns. Now, if you would notice, naatay duha ka equation ay lahi-lahi nga unsa taw gani values nga gamiton if your column is tied and if your column is spiral. So based on NECP 2001, no, in older codes, guys, it's supposed to be 0.70. But now in present times, now what we're using in NECP 2015, that should be 0.65 if it is tied column. Pero if it is a spiral reinforced beam, it should be 0.75. And this is also plugged in here. Muna siya here. That is technically 0.80 times the strength reduction factor times 0.80 times this equation if it is tied column, and if it is a spiral column, that is 0.75 times 0.85 times kaning equation. So in order for us to understand, or in order for you to understand what I'm trying to say here, since this problem tells us that it is a tied column, no, tied column, maklaro man sa figure nga square siya or rectangle, square din siya kay equal man. So technically, ang atong gamiton here nga strength reduction is 0.65, and then mo ni siya si 0.80, and what is inside here is this equation. Mano siya. It's the 0.85 FC prime, then the gross area, and the area of your steel reinforcement, and then plus the FYAST. Mano siya, guys, ha? So, if you would allow me, let's try to solve first the individual values for the gross area and the area of your steel reinforcement. So, the gross area of a column in this problem, that should be 600 by 600. So, 600 times 600, that is 360,000 square millimeters. And if you are calculating for your area of your steel reinforcement, so area of your steel reinforcement tells us kung pila ang imong area per bar, multiplied lang nimo kung pila ka buok bars. Mora na siya. So that is pi over 4 times 28 squared, no? Since it is a 28 mm diameter, and you will have to multiply it with 16. So 16 siya in the sense nga 16 man gud na ka buok ka bars here. So you will now obtain at 3136 pi mm squared. So ginani nako siya kay para exact atong makuha nga value. So, let's try to plug that in our equation, the main equation, the PU. That is part A, that is 0.65 for tied column based on NSCP 2015, and then this is 0.80 for a tied column, and then 0.85 FC prime, which is 28 in this in this problem, and then quantity 360 E3, kapoy man mag 00 there, so that's just 360,000 minus the area of your steel reinforcement, which is 3136 pi, your AST guys, plus FY nga ano ha, kaning yield strength of your main reinforcement. Kani si FYH or FYT guys is the yield strength of your stirrups or your stirrups. So that is, if you would solve this, plug that in your calculator, you will obtain this 6454.38 kilonewton, and that is letter D in this problem. So nakita ninyo guys? Hello? So nakita rin no, sayon na siya. So I hope nasabtan na. Ayun na ninyo ni kalimting mga formulas guys. Now, if you would look at this first statistics, let's try to check na lang muna. It's item number 85, no? Only 12 got it correct and 17 for set A, and then 12 for set A and set B it's 17. No, 37 terno pag yung nangasayo po. Pak sayo. Pero okay ra na siya. You still have 2 more weeks and other weeks to improve yourself and to know this concept. Mo ganining since bakante man ko, might as well discuss this to you kay sayang sad gakakita na ako nga supposed to be sa inyo nang takay nga problem pero not all of you kay gakakuha ni siya nga problem. Okay? So, let's try to solve the second problem. No, sige. Second and third problem. Mo ni akong ginatudlo sa uban, mo ni akong gimension sa uban last Saturday nga. Sayang kaayo nga dili ni ninyo ansiran ang 86 ug 87 because gamay ra gyud kaayo ang nag-change ani. Like same ra gini sila nga equation. Ang nalahi lang is the orientation no of your shear. Now, guys, if you would notice, this is your image, no? Let's try to understand this. I want you guys to understand this, that note that height is parallel to the direction of your shear. So, mao jud ni siya inyuhang hinumdumon kanunay ha, na ang height daay is parallel to the direction of the shear. So, it doesn't mean nga kung ang point of view ninyo karon is that pag ubos B automatic base na siya, then pagtaas length mao na siya ang height, dili na siya inana guys ha. Again, the height is parallel to the direction of the shear. So if you are analyzing for the shear along the Y, so the height is basically here and this is your width. Pero if you are analyzing the shear in the x-axis or VUX, so the height should be over sa ilalom and then the width should be the L. Inana siya ha? I want you guys to understand that nga inana day. So, if mag-analyze ta nga along x-axis, erase na to. Let's try to erase mo na what I annotated. Ha? If imo na siyang subton, guys, no? Kay ang question na good ani is along x and along y, pero pag i-plug in na nimo na, araba jud na tanan values. So, pag mayon kag along x, no, the direction of your shear is here, along the x-axis. So, that means that this part here should be the what? Height. This is now the height. Okay? And of course, if kani ang B is height, that is now, the L now is considered as your width. Okay? And if you would notice, how many stirrups or legs should it is reinforced? That is 3. 1, 2, and 3. Nakita? So that is in the case of along x-axis. What about if it is along y-axis, guys? So along y-axis, inana siya itsura, and then again, no, height is parallel with the direction of the shear. So the L part now is now considered as your height. Na? That is now the height. And then your B now is considered as your width. So again na mo to kung gingon sa inyo nga dili buot pasabot nga kung pabarog siya height na na diretso. And then kung pahigda siya, with na diretso dili na siya inana guys ha, because you will have to consider whether you will have to consider the direction of your shear. Ha? Unta na sabtan. So again, pila na pud ni kabok shear legs here. That is now 1, 2, 3 and 4. So makita na no ninyo nga mo na siya ang number of legs di ay nga gamiton. Okay? So if you will understand that unsa ganito tong equation for nominal shear. Di ba nominal shear is not VU. Unsa gani si nominal? That is VN. Na di na lang natin. That is VN. That is now VN. So ang gipapangita dai si VN dai siya in the X and in the Y. So VN on our equation should look like this. So that is 0.17 square root of FC prime BD plus AVFYTD over S. Now, this is VC and this is VS. Now, I want you guys to understand nga naatay value for its allowable concrete shear stress. And allowable concrete shear stress is this equation. So, technically, guys, instead of putting 0.17 square root of FC prime, all you have to do is just to substitute 0.89 and then automatically multiply it with the base and the depth. Wala ni si 0.17 square root of FC prime if guys if given si allowable concrete shear stress. Mana siya ha, mana yung sabton. Now, our concern now is the depth. No, depth na po datong concern ani because laylahi man siya depth ay technically speaking same na siya depth because 600 man both lengths. Pero what if dili siya? So if dili gani same ang yang dimension technically guys dili na siya same og depth. Pero in this case, lucky for us, no, nga same ra siya og values or dimensions. So D now can be calculated if we calculate the CC here, the effective concrete cover. So how do we obtain the effective concrete cover, guys? Unsa na siya pag-obtain? Di ba gi-explain ako kagani ha? Di ba? How do we define effective depth? Effective depth is the distance coming from the extreme compression fiber going to the centroid of your tension reinforcement. Diba? If this is considered as your height, ha, example lang na siya. So, mo na siya ang pag-define, guys. So, in order for us to get the depth, effective depth, guys, we will have to calculate for the effective concrete cover. So, in order for us to do that, that is CC is equals to 40. As you can see, 40, ma'am. As per NSCP code tells us that if a non-pre-stressed, a non-pre-stent member is exposed to weather, no, that is 40 ang igamit. So 40 po ang gigiven, there is a problem, guys. And plus, no, DS, which is the diameter of your stirrup. Pila man ang diameter sa stirrup? As stated in the problem, that should be 12. No, nakita ninyo sa problem, that is 12. And now, we will have to get the centroid of your main bar reinforcement, which is 28. That is 28 divided by 2. So, calculate the effective concrete cover, that should be 66. And this 66, diba, mo ni si 66, guys, this shall be what? Deducted to the height. So, if the height tells us that it's 600, so 600 minus 66, that is 534. That is now our effective depth. No? Okay. Let's try to solve this first problem. Second problem, part B. So that is now VN, no, mo to kung giingon kaganiha, the allowable concrete shear stress should be substituted with the equation 0.17 square root of FC prime, that is 0.89, multiplied by the base, which is 600, and the depth of 534 for this first scenario, guys, ha. And then time, plus pa da, plus 3, nanong 3 man because it's 1, 2, 3 ka legs, times 12, 12 ang gamit for its stirrups, and then 275 for FYT, and then 534 the effective depth. And according to this problem, it has a on centers distance or spacing of 100 mm, so that should be 100, and automatically you will yield an answer of nominal shear strength along the x-axis to be 783.41 kilonewton, and that is letter C in this number 86. Now, similar lang gyapon ni siya, mo ni siya ang sa part C gyapon, VN 0.89, 600, 534. No, lahi na po itong orientation na pero again, no, lucky for us because the dimensions are the same, so same ra gyapon iyang effective depth. Plus, but the difference now is that the number of your legs, because in this, orientation, that should be 1, 2, 3, 4. So the 1, 2, 3, 4 is reflected in getting the area of your shear reinforcement. So that is 4 quantity pi over 4 times 12 squared multiplied by 275 times 534 divided by 100. So again no, ang na-change lang yun nila duha is just the 3 and the 4. Sayang kayo wala nagsolve ang uban ani and wala pa kabalo. Pero again, it's not too late. So you will now yield an answer of 949.49 kN and the nearest one to that is letter A for this problem. And let us check the statistics, guys. So the statistics tells us that majority of you do not know this problem. Moro yun ang conclusion, ana. Majority of you do not know this problem yet. Pero I know, by now, you already know this problem. So again na, maghatag kog share next week, this week. Tagaan ta mog share next this week. So again, I just hope na masakto na ninyo siya. Kitagaan ta mog chance to improve yourself nga, prove yourself nga kabalo na jud mog share. So again, this is just still the first time, so it's not too late. So napagini mga nakachamba dire. So again, it's still not too late. So again, I just hope that you really understood what I explained. So it took me around 1 hour to explain the 3 problems because when I check the statistics, I'm really saddened nga anong dili sila kabalo og share nga sayo na kayang share. So ako gyud siyang gi-effortan nga be explain na to balik kay basig need lang og reiteration sa ilaha. So again, reaction daw if nakasabot guys. Be reaction tong mga nakasabot na jud sa problem and makaingon nga confident na ko ma'am basain ana ang mga problems and dili na ko mulikay ma'am og maka-encounter ko problems like that. Okay, no, I just hope nga makita na ko ang improvement sa ato ang statistics this coming Saturday, especially if ako ihatag i-share. Maghatag kog share, promise. Now, let's try to solve this second to the last problem. Second to the last na ni kinana din. Situation 15 for set A ni siya. So, katong mga set B, paminaw lang gyapon mo kay what if na maka-encounter mo ani kaysa ang difference lang sa both sets is situation 15 kay situation 15 for set A is effective length chart, the alignment chart, and then situation 15 in set B, I guess, is one, the centroidal properties, the geometric and plastic centroid. So both of which I will discuss kay para pod katong mga nasa set A and set B kay makapaminaw pod sa questions sa each other, ha? Kay columns ba gyapon ni siya nga topic. So taas kay given by, so ang pasabot lang ani is naa daw kay columns and naa daw kay beams and then naa siya respective nga dimensions and as well as its moment of inertias. Naa pod reflected here guys is the length 1 and 2 and then the height 1 and 2 and we have joints members as A, B, C, D, and to I. We are to use the alignment charts in solving this problem guys. So the first question is what is the effective length factor of DA? Given that it is inhibited against side sway. So basically, it's non-sway. Dili siya ga-sway. Now, if it is effective length factor of column DG, so DA, mo ni siya. Diba, mo ni siya? Diba, mo ni siya ang imong i-analyze for letter number 88. And then if it is number 89, column DG, kanina po imong i-analyze. And similarly for number 90, it's still DA pero take note the difference between the two. If dili ka unsa to gana, dili ka mausisa kung unsang imong giano bitaw. Dili ka mausisa kung unsay answer ani bay malilad gyud ka maglisod na ka kay you thought nga same pero here in this problem in 88 it says that it is a non-sway frame pero in this 90 it is a sway frame because it is inhibited against side sway. So the second 89 is still non-sway frames. So, unsa day ang ato ang dapat mabaw-an basta mag-solve tag alignment chart? We should know the fundamental formula to that. That is just getting the summation of your moment of inertia over the length of all the columns over the summation of the moment of inertia over the length of all the girders or your beams in this frame. Okay? So if we are being asked with, if we are being asked with column DG, so let's say DA pa day, DA. So if we are being analyzed with column DA, you would know na DA. So what are the columns that are associated with column DA? Connected sa column DA, di ba natay DG? And what else? Napunta unsay connected what do you call this? Girder or beam to column DA, di ba natay DE? So inana lang siya. So in order for us to understand that, no, let's try to expand this equation. Now, isa-isaho nato ni siya asa na nato gipangkuha guys ha. So again na it's columns over girders and it's moment of inertia over length of columns over girders. Inana lang siya pag-memorize ha. So now, let's try to check it's GD. So it's the GD. So what are the connected in GD? So let's try to analyze here. A GD, I mean, yeah. Here, this column G and D. So if you would notice, let's check here in our given column daw nga ADG, or technically speaking, it's the GD, has this moment of inertia of 5.62. So check, nara, 5.62. Now, your height 2 tells us pila daw ang height aning, I mean the length rather, pila daw length atong column G and D. It's height 2, di ba? Height 2. If you notice, this is now the length. Di ba? Mo ni siya iyang length. Kay miski pabarog length yapon na. And pahigda length yapon na siya span. So, it tells us na it's 3.5. Mo ni siyang 3.5. Okay? This is just for column D and G. DG pa ni siya. How about column DA? Diri na punta sa column DA. Si column DA daw is na daw siya moment of inertia nga 5.62. O, check ra depo, gyapon same raman ay. How about the length of column A and D or DA? You would know that it is what? Height 1. So pila may value ni height 1? It's 4.2. So 4.2, nara din na ma'am. So basically, ang pasabot aning summation, it's the sum of all columns. I mean, it's the sum of all the moment of inertia over its length of all of its column nga ginapangutan na. Now, okay na ta sa numerator. What about the denominator? How about the girder or your beams? So, in this segment, in this member nga DA, so this is DA, di ba? This is DA. And what can you see nga girder nga connected or beam connected to column DA? Di ba? You can see beam or girder DE. Di ba? DE inyo makita here, DE. So, if we would notice na moment of inertia of girder or beam DE is here, beam DEF is 8.74. So, mo ni siyang 8.74 siya dire. Nakita? Now, how about its length? So, if the spanning of DE is L1, then our L1 value should be 11.5, which is true. Okay? Nakita ninyo? And now, if we will equate all of them, we will yield to an answer of 3.87 for your GD only. But take note guys, it's just the D here. How about your A? How about this part here? Diba? Goods na ka diri. Pak, check. How about diri? Wala pa. But guys, this is something that you should really know. Recall that if your support in the column base is fixed, if it is fixed, you will automatically use 1 as its value for effective length factor. But if your column base support is pinned or hinged, this one, automatically, without solving it, you will have to use 10. Okay? So now, if you would notice, unsa man lugar si A, is it a fixed or is it a pin? Diba? We know that it is, by looking at this illustration, fixed na siya by. So that is, now GA is equals to 1. Okay, nasabtan, children? Okay, goods na ta. Ready na ta mo kumbati. Because we will now be plotting our this value's effective length factor in our alignment chart. Okay? Now, the first task that you should be doing is to identify which table will you be using. Diba ang scenario nato ani is diba natay duha ka frames, that is non-sway frames and a sway frames. Based on the problem, it is inhibited against sideways. So technically, it is not swaying, or in other words, it's not it is rather non-sway. Okay? So 9 sway kabalutang diri data magamit. Now, let's try to plug in the GA effective length factor. So if i-plug in nimo si GA, na siya diri naka-plot guys. So 1, nara siya 1 because the value here is 1. And then si GD diri na po nimo i-plug in here sa PCAS. That is 3.87. So 3.87, if this is 3, then probably it should be somewhere around here. Okay? So that is there. And just form a diagonal straight line there. And this value here should be your final answer. Now, all you have to do is just to estimate. So how did we estimate nga? Kabalo ko nga 0.84 ang answer. Ani nga nung nakaingon ka ma'am nga 0.84 na siya ma'am? Because if you would notice the distances between the scale, it's 0.8 and 0.9. And in between to that is malamang 0.85. Malamang no 0.85. Pero if you would notice, wala ba siya niabot ani nga middle line, right? So dili jud siya 0.85. And the nearest to that is 0.84. So technically, we would know that the final answer for column DA, if it is inhibited against side sway, it's 0.84 and that is letter B in this problem. So inana ra day na siya pag-attack nga problem, ma'am. Now I know. Okay? Now, let's try to solve this second problem na pod. So similarly lang gyapon, it's the inertia over the length of the columns over the girder. So part B, it is like that, GD. So now natay na-solve na nato kaganiya 3.87 mo man na. And now it's GG kanina pa datong kwaon si G, this one. So unsa ganitong interconnected ni G, it's the column GD and the column DA, DG rather, or DA, and then ang iyang girder or beam nga connected to that is the beam GH, which is in this part. So if you would notice that is just 5.62 over 3.5. Sorry to tell you, pero kanira ditong connected, sorry. Correction dito, it's just GD guys. Guys, since imong ganalyze is just GD, so kanira man naka-connect ana nga point. G rather. So that is just 5.62 here, which is here. And then the 3.5, it's the height 2. And then over the inertia of beam GH rather, no, GH atong ipapangita, DG. So GH, it is 14.73 na raw, 4.73. And then over the length, which is 11.5. And when you expound that it will yield an answer of 1.25. And similarly, buhaton simra gyapon natong buhaton sa previous problem, guys. We'll have to plot these two values and then to form a line, and then kung unsa to siya approximate nga value to that, mo na siya imuhang final answer. Okay? So this is 1.25, so it is probably somewhere around here. That is there, no, na siya dara. And then how about 3.87? So nara na siya somewhere here. Ano siya? 3.85, 85, 87, and then form a diagonal straight line. And then whatever nga point here, mo na siya imong final answer. So again, no, the scaling tells us that it is 0.85. So again, your final answer should be 0.85, and that is letter D in this problem. And lastly, for this problem, what is the effective length factor of column DA given that it is uninhibited against side sway? So, na-solve naman nato ang effective length factors ni DA, di ba? That is, as far as I can recall, it's 3.87 and 1. So, but then, the difference now is the frame or the chart rather. The difference now is the chart that we will be using. Kung kaganiya nga itong gigamit is non-sway because it says na it's inhibited against side sway, or in other words, it's non-sway. Now, we will be using the uninhibited against side sway or its swaying frames or its sway frames. So, diri na data nga chart magamit, alignment chart magamit, guys. So, it is now 1. Diri ka mag-plot. And then, next is the 3.87. So, it should be probably here, good. And then, form a straight diagonal line. So, it should be around 1.5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 2. So, the scale tells us that it has a multiples of 10, 0.1. So, that is the answer should be 1.6 because ni touch siya isa ka scale, guys. So ni saka siya isa ka scale. So that's 1.6 and that is letter B in this problem. So nasabtan to, guys, by reactions nasad if nasabtan in nasabtan amino pa ba mo. So again, no, pareha na names atong makita ga gintera, so that's good for you. No, at least maka-encounter mo alignment chart, you know how to use. Again, no, ang scenario aning alignment chart is just approximation, guys. So it's just approximation. Ma'am, allowed me ruler sa board exam dili. So need gyud pud mo nga mag straight og drawing kung mugawas man si alignment chart. So naangya po ni siya sa past board exam, guys. And lastly, for this last problem na gyud for this discussion. So ana ko last stress na ko mo end 316 na. Hapit na ni. I think ma-end by 325 or around 330 ana. Basta mamantan. So now our scenario here is to calculate the geometric, plastic, and the moment. Mura gyud, di ba? Bending moment. But the scenario here, this is the column and you are given this type of cross section. No? You could see na from line 1 man daw ni na daw siya 4 nga reinforcement, then 2, and then siya respective na pod nga, excuse me, another reinforcement na pod here which is 4. And the values, the distances of the dimensions are reflected. As you can see, it's 250, 450, to 200, 300, and 200. And if isam ninimo siya tanan, guys, it's 700, diba? It's 700. So, para dali siya sabtan sa all. So, the first problem tells us to determine the location of the geometric centroid. Kanina siya nga problem, guys, is calculating the geometric and the plastic centroid, neglecting the area displaced by the steel. Pero pag naagani siya nga, mo note gani ang problem nga if the area is considered, the area of concrete displaced by steel should be considered. So lahi na po siya solution. But probably I will give that next week or next week basta somewhere. Ihatag yapon ako para makita ninyo sa differences sa duwa ba. So now, if we would analyze the geometric centroid should probably around here, no? If tong analyze na siya here. Pero wala pa nakabalo exact value niya. So, I want you guys, no, na para mapuslan at inyong calculator, please go to your calculators, no? Please get your calculators, react out if na inyong calcu, guys. So, na inyong calcu dira, kay mag-calculate ta, guys. Mode 3.1. Okay? That's mode 3.1. Now, I want you guys to enable your frequency. And for Canon, how do we enable our frequency, guys? It is, wait lang, ako sang i-clear akong calcu, ha. Wait lang, mag-clear sa ako. And how do we do that? That is just, again, no, mode 3.1, and then shift, mode, down arrow, 4, stat, then 1 on. No, your calculator should look like this. So X, then frequency is on. Okay? If similar lang gyapon na siya sa Canon, guys, ay sa Casio, it's just i-erase na ako akong calcu. Dili na ako i-share screen na. Sige, i-share screen na lang nato kay making unfair, ma'am. Unfair. Oh, sige, reset sa nato. Yes. Okay. That is still mode 3.1, and then shift, mode, down arrow, then 4, stat, and then 1 on. So, reaction daw if tanan na ba naka-frequency on. Guys, tanan na ba naka-frequency on? Tanan na? Okay. So, again, ako lang in next slide. So, how do we enable that? That is, again, a shift mode, down arrow, then 4, stat. That is how you do it. Now, let's try to equate the X value as the centroid and the frequency as its area. So how do we calculate that? How do we enable that rather? So how do we interpret that? How do we get these values nga nasa inyong screen? So if you would notice, the centroid of this cross section, is just 250 divided by 2. Okay, 250 di ba ni? So centroid from the line 1, ha, this is line 1, di ba? Mo ni siya yung baseline. That is line 1. And the distance daw sa centroid sa imong first nga cross section is 250 divided by 2. So let's type. Let's type. Antong calcu. That's 250 divided by 2. Okay? Now, if you would notice, diri na punta sa ato ang second nga cross-section. So that should be 250 plus 450 divided by 2 because the center should be somewhere here. So that is now 250 plus 450 divided by 2. Okay, nakuha na tanan ang centroids. Now, how do we calculate for area? It's just force over area. It's just length times width, guys. So this is now 700, the 200, 200 plus 300, 700 times 250. Because mo ni siya ang first ni mga cross-sectional area, so that is 700 times 250. So that is 700 times 250 equals. Nakita sa all, no? Now, how about this cross-section here? This kanina po nga cross-section. How do we calculate the area of this rather, guys? That is just pila man eh? It's just 450 times 300, which is the height. So, okay na. Okay na ba? Reaction na sad. If tanan na ba naka-type, nakuha ra sa tanan, dili mag-matter kung sa imong kalkyo, parehara ng tanan. So, nakuha ra sa tanan. Okay. Now, dili na pud mag-matter kung unsa type imong kalkyo, ha? Sige. Start na pud ta first with canon. Canon na pud ta. Canon na sad ta. So, now, please press Shift CA, char lang. Mapalong inyong kalkyo, ana. Joke lang ha, CA lang. Ayaw apila shift ha. CA lang. Now, I want you guys to press apps, then SVAR 5, and then press 2. And you will yield to 277.419. That should yield to 277.419. Now, balhin na pud ko sa lain nga kalkyo. So, in order for me to do that, so i-type na po na ako si sa tawag ni? Si centroids in si area nato. So, sa mga non-Casio user, Canon user, that's 250 over 2. And then that is 250 plus 450 divided by 2. And that is 250 times 700. And then that's 450 times 300. And then now, dili na po ta non-Casio user, ay non-Canon user, guys. Please press CA, Shift 1, tapos 4, dayon 2. And you will yield to the same answer of 277.419. And that should be the answer for your first question, which is the geometric centroid. Pero let's try to change the proceed the slide. So again, no, that is kung Canon ka, that's apps 5 SVAR, then type 2, which is the X barred X. So you will have a final answer of 277.419, which is the geometric centroid of this problem, and that is letter C. Okay? Nakuha sa tanan, nakuha ra. Sige, reaction na po daw if nakuha ang 277.419, good po ang ligaw sa inyong mga calcu, guys. So, nakuha ra? Okay? Okay. Goods. Now, dire. Let's try to solve for problem number 2. Dire, sure yung kumurag na adyo yung mga nangakuan anibay, kanang trap. Because, before, honestly speaking, before, I was also a victim to this. Because, wala na ako ni basahabay. Centroidal x-axis and centroidal x-axis. Basically, guys, ang imudeng plastic centroid is located siya sa along sa imuhang centroidal x-axis and from the centroidal x-axis. So technically, there is no it is still along the line. So pag along the line gani siya, wala tay distance should be 0. Mo lang. So, imagine ako nagpachamba-chamba kag 0. Ang uban. So, ana siya. Nagets, guys? Hello? Hello? Napa ba mo? So, madunggan pa man ko ba? And last question na lang yun ta, guys. So, if the column daw, asan mo to ba akong slide? If the column is reinforced such that the plastic centroid of the section is 282 from the line 1, plastic centroid, determine the bending moment. So bending moment, basta gani, how do we analyze the bending moment, guys. Bending moment occurs, di ba giingon ko ninyo last time katong nag-discuss kog stress strain, nga bending moment only occurs if your load is not acting on the centroid. So when there is this eccentricity, or basically there is an offset from the centroid na ana kay E value ana, guys. So that's the time nga naay gakahitabo nga bending moment. And in order for you to calculate the bending moment, it's just mu is equals to PE. PUE rather, PUE. So in order for you to do that, you'll just have to calculate the eccentricity. E stands for eccentricity or your offset. So it was stated in the problem nga ang imo dong PU is acting 420 from the line 1. But your plastic centroid is 282. So you will have to get its offset or your eccentricity, which you will be multiplying with your value of your PU, which is given in the problem. So again, bending moment or MU is just calculated using the P times the eccentricity or your offset or just, di ba kabalota, moment is just force times distance. Mura man nga concept gyapon, lahi lag variables gigamit. So force, the moment man gyapon ng MU, moment man jud MU. So PU is the force and eccentricity is the distance. Force times distance, di ba? You know that moment is force times distance, and given sa problem ang PU, which is 4,100, and the eccentricity or the distance is 0.138, and you can now get the value for your bending moment of 565.8, and that is just what? Letter C. And let us look at the statistics. Tanawa ang statistics. Daghan jud kaayo na nga sayo because ani dili kabalo unsa tawag ani? Dili kabalo mo attack ani nga problem. So it's okay to not know this problem first, no. But next time I hope nga makabalo na jud mo, kay dili na siya okay if dili pa mo makabalo, kay natudlo naman siya. Ha? So that concludes our week 2 discussion of week 2 assessment day. No, kay kung ipahurot ninyo ang 90 problems sa kuha, abtan tingali tag ugma na, hindi na makaya. And bago-bago ra pud ko na human og himo sa PowerPoint. So I just ensured nga ang PowerPoint nga ako magpakita sa inyo kay kanang sakto sad nga paunsa siya dapat, how I wanted it to you guys to understand the problem or to attack the problem. So actually guys, I have already uploaded these slides here in the drive. So ang password ana should be Padayon Engineer. So it is sent in our namin ni reklamo nga unsa man imong password ate, uy. Reklamo sila bay kay puro anay underscore asterisk na ay ni undersign underscore. Reklamo sila, sige butangan na tog Padayon Engineer, sunod ani Dasig Engineer. Bitaw guys, ang password for all the flashcards kato bitong whenever ko mag-start og discussion, di ba before ko mag-discuss sa proper discussion, di ba kay hatag og flashcards, discuss ko gamay. So gi-upload na nako tong sessions 1, 2, 3 and this one the session 4. So the password to all of those files are Padayon Engineer, no? So ana unta yeah, I think moro jud to ako ang gusto ipatumo sa inyo right now. So kay para at least the next time you encounter this type of problems, you can now have the confidence that you know how to attack these problems. Kay again, it's a matter of confidence lang yun. Ma'am, na kay link sa online shop sa promotion flashcards. Ay akatong murag notebook card, send na ko sa DM lang Jed or mayo ka. Na ko gisenda na to. Nalimot ang dek kog send sa GC bay. Oh, dili day to siya ano guys, kanang dili day siya nga kanang built-in nga formula card diretso sila pa din ni-assemble nga. Nipalit sila grief fills and nipalit sila plastic nga katong cover and everything. So sila nagkuan, which is para nako nice. Kaya ako flashcard, index card gasakit akong mata sa linya. I don't know if pwede man mo mag-index card gyapon pero kapoy man gud magbuho. Kato kay nakabuho na siya. So ulahi na ang tanan, wa na pud ko nag-transfer kay daghan na kay kong nasulat kapoy na. So, if kinahanglan ka, Jed, pag-message lang na ako, Jed. Murag na naman tayo convo, Jed. So, unsa pa ba? Napabo may questions. Ay, hala, inyong online orgs. To more To more pambawi na problems pa, ma'am. Hehe. It's 5% of 1. Saan siya? Sige, you can, ma'am, gani, 0 ang answer, nag-vlog ko po. Thank you ka, ayo, ma'am Dea. Oh, charla. pag, butang mo sa inyong questions, guys. Kay after ani, dito na po ko sa ako ang main nga mga anak. Main nga mga anak, dito na po ko mag-atiman sa ako ang proper jud na class. Kay napan may klase sa ako ang mid-year na subject. Kaya pa na ako sila na atiman po. After you, sila na po ako atiman nun. Sige, two more. Naay nag-ask diri. In the assessment number 37 po, ma'am, is it safe to use diretso na 5% ang N, which is 0.05? Okay, ragyapon siya, ma'am. Since I think if directly above siya sa always is ang N is 1, so proportional if mag-use 0. Actually, if you ano man ganang scenario ni guys, so naamoy mga techniques na the more ninyo nga gina-solve ang mga problems, the more ninyo ga-observe, and this one nga inyong na-observe, if you sort of proportional, if you have concluded nga proportional siya, kay ako wala ko nakatry manggod nga mo directly ko kay what if dili na pud siya proportional. So basically kung inato ang formulation sa problem, you can, pero if dili gani, then might as well go with the usual one. Pero if you can discover nga kanang mga solutions nga mas mapasayon, okay ra kayo oy. Okay ra jud kayo. Wala problema. Maghatag og file ana, ma'am, naka-upload na siya, guys. Na siya sa Drive. Naka-upload na to siya. Kato gani ang password ana is Padayon Engineer, kay na ako yung mga kuan. Na ay mga kuan nga lisodok akong password. Okay ra na. Then naghatag og file. Kinsa pa if napa may mga questions, thank you, Ma'am Leia. To more problems pa, ma'am. Sabi to answered. Thank you and God bless, ma'am. Okay, thank you po. Naminaw mo sa holiday. Ma'am, sa legs po, kay perpendicular ang number of legs sa ma'am, sa legs po, kay perpendicular ang legs, number of legs sa axis. Ma'am, sa legs po, perpendicular ang legs sa axis. Kasputan ni. Nag-loading ko Ma'am, sa legs po, kay perpendicular. Yan lang. Pwede pa kay-elaborate sa mong question sa ko through DM. Kay asa nga access imong pasabot. I-DM lang ko ha. Sorry. Unanswered. DM lang ko. Kay medyo nag-loading ko sa imong pangutan. Wag ko kasabot. Sige, sa paman to. Wala na yung more questions, guys. Question 41 po, ma'am. Huwag man minus ang V sand sa V cone para makuha ang V hole. Ano mang good siya? Kinsa to nutan na kaganya. Ibalik na to ha. Ganun minus siya. Kay akong explain sa diagram, guys. Sige, sure. Anong nag-minus ko? Kay naitabo man gud ana. Kay wait lang, ato sa reason kay murag gubot kay siya ha. Sige, ang pagkasabot pagka-interpret god ani sa problem ay di ba naa kay sandre puno near to puno gyud na imong sand, pero di ba gi-open nimo ang valve. Pag open nimo sa valve, syempre nga daos-dos na imong mga sand dira nangabot na siya here. Pero katong mga nangawala nga sand here, syempre mo reflect na siya diri sa ubos from the valve going downwards. Pero dili tanan nga mga natagak nga mga sand nga same value here kay makasulod siya here sa imong hole, because syempre if you would check the image, puno na siya. So nganong kinahanglan ta mag-minus sa volume sa sand nga nangawala, mao na yung volume sa sand nga ninaog, pero dili beta na ninaog nga volume of sand is niabot siya ay naa siya dito sa hole ni diretso. Ang uban biya kay nangatanggong diri sa cone. Moto siya nga para makabalota sa volume sa buho. Kay bali ang volume nga sa sand nga nangahulog diri sa buho kay kuhaan na to, I mean ang volume nga volume sa sand nga nangatagak kay kuhaan na to sa volume sa cone nga nabilin diri para mabilin na lang tong mga sand gyud amount sa sand volume sa hole nga nabilin diri. Nagas ninyo? Kay bali ang pasabot ana kinahanglan siya i-minus kay dili again no balik ko nako dili tanan biya nakasulod aning buho kay ang uban diri na napuno na siya. So dili man ang atong i-account diri ba kay volume sa hole man atong kinahanglan, volume aning buho. So sa volume sa buho, ang volume sa buho kay minusan lang nimo siya. I mean, in order for you to get the volume sa buho, kay minusan lang nimo ang volume sa sand nga nangatagak and volume sa sand nga wala kasulod sa buho para mabilin tong volume sa sand nga nisulod sa buho. Okay? Ay, wait lang. I-check na ko. Nakakapslak ba to? Wait lang guys Check sana ko. Pero pa din engineer na to. Manata tong password eh. Delegate chat na ko guys. Ang sa in-call messages, ang password, it's capital P, padayon, then capital tanan ang engineer. Saan mo siya pag-pin? I-pin na po na ko balik ka. I-send na ko. Basta nag-send ko earlier. Backread ang mo gamay guys. Padayon engineer to ra. Padayon engineer small p a d big p a d a y o n tapos big e n g r. Okay. Mo to siya. Unta na sabtan to kung kinsa man to nangutana. Asa naman to siya? Dayon sa pa ni. Okay na ning caps lock nagsanang ko. Ngano gani sa 0 ang answer naglag ko po. Ay, kuwanto siya guys, kay it was stated in the problem, asa daw ang location sa imong plastic centroid asa daw ang location sa imong plastic centroid. Wait lang, basahan sa na to balik ang problem kay English to siya. Dagan na din ako annotations. Ay, isad pa dyan kayo annotate, kinabilin sa opisina ato ang tab. Sorry. So nganong 0 ni siya kay again it was stated in the problem if find nimo ang location sa plastic centroid nga column along pag along centroidal x-axis. So same siya og location sa imuhang x-axis. So kibali wala siya distance na maong in core. Kibali naa siya sa along the same parallel siya in the x-axis. So that's the main reason nga 0 siya ay. Kay wala ko kakita ni before katong nag-solve ko ani nga problem na biktima si Deya. Sayop and sayop dayon ko. Mo to siya. Wala na may questions. More to ang questions answered. Okay. Wala na di questions answered. So, I hope next time you encounter problems, do not put the fear first. First analyze the problem if unsaon siya pag-attack kay again siguro man guni balik-balik ang mga concepts especially sa HGE and PSAD balik-balik po yung ang concept sa PSAD pero ang difference lang ana is that wala jud mo balik ng mga problems, wala jud exact problems kamo gawas, so it's a matter of bakbakan siya sa concepts nga baon. So if sabtan niyo ang concept miskan dili siya usual nga given nga mga illustration sa diagram, so masolve ninyo siya. So again, ayaw ninyo batasana guys nga mahadlok mo og problems. Ang problems ang adlok ka. Yun siya. Charot. Ina na siya. Ayaw mo kadok og problems. Ang problems dapat madlok ninyo. Okay? So, more to for this afternoon kay murag magklase na po doon ni Engineer Bobadilla by 4 p.m. So, it's already 3:40 so you still have few more minutes before break time. So, sorry kay guys for taking it so long, but I just really hope nga whatever man akong discuss unta nasabtan ninyo. Because that's what I really wanted you guys to have. your understanding lang dyan and cooperation. So see you again this coming Saturday. Probably this Saturday guys is na siya seat plan because there will be a tendency nga ma-change na tong venue because nagtasi na magod face to face mid-year. So naanay bulag-bulag nga rooms. Pata kabalo if asa siya na rooms ma-designate. So ako pa siyang i-coordinate with Ma'am Franz and then ako ra din kami ra din unsa tawag gani mag-mix sa seat plan and please don't forget to register. Kay gi-post na nako ang registration link gahapon pa. So if I checked last night, 5 ray nag-register. So magtagsa to sila groom. So pag register mo guys, again it's your exam or assessment is a way for you to gauge yourself if asa na jud mo taman sa inyong natun-an. Okay? Goodbye guys, Marato for this afternoon. Thank you for having me. Thank you for joining our discussion. And bye guys. See you this coming Wednesday for my actual discussion of footings of one-way and two-way shear strength or basically the punching shear stress and the wide beam shear stress. Bye.